Jack Stamp devised this arrangement as his part to support those brave souls, living and dead, who continue to support freedom in our country. Before performing this arrangement of the Star-Spangled Banner, Jack, the arranger, suggests that we read the fourth verse of the Star-Spangled Banner to the audience. There are not many individuals that actually know the fourth verse, let alone that there is one. It is a patriotic poetry that has certainly stood the test of time for our great nation. Oh, thus be it forever, when free men shall stand between their loved home and the war's desolation. Blessed with victory and peace, may the heavens rescued land. Praise the power that hath made the preserved us a nation, then conquer we must, when our great cause is just. And this be our motto, in God is our trust, and the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Please rise for the national anthem.
Welcome everyone to our March celebration of music. The music you are about to hear this evening from the nationally acclaimed Oconomowoc High School Wind Symphony is all collegiate and professional level music. That is, all the music you are going to hear is of grade 5 or grade level 6 music. The technical demands, the tonal concepts, and overall musicianship that is required is rarely found in most high schools. Having performed at the National Band Association State Convention just 2 months ago at UW Oshkosh campus, or performing at the Music for All National Festival last year in Indianapolis, the Oconomowoc Wind Symphony has had a tradition of excellence for over the last 50 years. We hope you enjoy the Wind Symphony's Carnegie Hall preview concert.
Pianist, French hornist, mellophonist, music theorist, conductor, and teacher. Williams was known by symphony patrons as a virtuoso French hornist with the symphony orchestras of Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Houston, Oklahoma City, Austin, and San Antonio. During Clifton Williams' post-war studies at Louisiana State University, Williams joined the fraternity Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia, the largest and oldest music fraternity in America. Later, he would honor the fraternity with the symphonic concert march, the Symphonians, that remains a staple of the band or concert band repertoire today. Enjoy the Symphony.
That is one of my favorite all-time marches, and we've done that a couple times over the years. We should let you know that March is Music in Our Schools Month, and for more than 30 years, March has been officially designated by the National Association of Music Education for the observance of music in our schools. The time of year when music education becomes the focus of schools across our wonderful nation. The purpose of Music in Our Schools Month is to raise awareness of the importance of music education for all children, and to remind citizens that school is where all children should have access to music. Music in Our Schools Month is an opportunity for teachers to bring their music programs to the attention of the school and the community, and to display the benefits that school music brings to students of all ages. This month, the OHS bands will perform concerts like this evening, next Tuesday, perform at our Solo Ensemble Festival this Saturday, along with performing at many community events. Last Monday, we performed at the Senior Center, Commonwealth Senior Center, and then on the 14th, the jazz band, Jazz One, will be performing at the Milwaukee Discovery World for the ALS Gala. And so we're doing a lot of different things there. We'd also like to call attention to thank Mike Strelo and the Channel 58 News for spending time with us yesterday and filming us. And just so you know that the air date for us on Channel 58 is going to be Sunday, March 22nd. So DVR your Channel 58 in the morning. I'm not sure exactly what time it is, but we'll let you know. Channel 58, thank you, Mike Strelo. And now Ben is here, Ben Lowcamp, to talk about our next piece.
The Overture to Candide was first conducted by Bernstein with the New York Philharmonic in January 1957 at Carnegie Hall and became an instant hit on the concert stage. The overture continued to flourish over many years, while numerous attempts to bring an acceptable Candide to the public had increasingly better results. The last contact Bernstein had with the newer version of Candide was in 1989. Even though he was seriously ill and would die the following year, he spent what energy he had recording a new concert version. He once wrote, "There's more of me in that piece than anything else I've ever done." The Overture to Candide became a signature piece for Leonard Bernstein and the New York Philharmonic, which played the overture at Leonard Bernstein's memorial service in 1990 without a conductor, a practice that is still continued. Up to now, the New York Philharmonic has performed the Overture to Candide over 19 times without a conductor. This is the Overture to Candide by the incomparable Leonard Bernstein.
This is my favorite.
the Shore has become a staple of band literature for Oconomowoc High School Wind Symphony. Over the years, Molly on the Shore has become one of the most favorite pieces that current and alumni of the OHS Wind Symphony talk about or write about. The music of Percy Granger has become so popular that his compositions have been performed by Leopold Stokowski to the Muppets. 50 years after his death, it is hard to conceive how great a celebrity the Australian pianist and folk song collector really was. Based on two chord reel tunes, Molly on the Shore and Temple Hill, respectively Molly on the Shore, began as a string quartet and was later rescored by Granger himself for full symphony orchestra, chamber orchestra, and finally military band in 1920. This is Molly on the Shore by Percy Eldridge Granger.
just want to call out all the great things that all our students are doing. And there's a number of students in our band tonight that have received, they're seniors, and they've received scholarships to college for music. So if you're one of those individuals, please stand up. Any kind of scholarship, that helps. Any bit helps. Also, we have a student that has gained access and is going to be a part of the Music for All National Orchestra. Through audition, taped audition, he was selected. His second year in a row. This is Simon Fields. Congratulations. Last March, the Wind Symphony, we sent in a recording of two contrasting pieces for our audition for the 2020 New York Music Invitational. Those two pieces, which we performed for the 2019 Music for All National Festival, where the Wind Symphony was one of 16 bands selected from throughout the United States to play at the National Concert Band Festival, was John Mackey's The Frozen Cathedral and Alfred Reed's Armenian Dances, one of my two favorite pieces. The evaluations would determine what 3 or 4 ensembles from throughout the country would be accepted to perform at the 2020 New York Music Invitational at Carnegie Hall. Some of the comments, I just want to read to you some of the comments. What the judges said was, wow, wonderful sounds from your performance, outstanding choice of music, very enjoyable interpretations, beautiful sounds, rich unified blend, excellent, exceptional soloists, very mature and very exquisite selections, spectacular performance of difficult music, excellent performance, band. Having learned in May when that Oconomowoc Wind Symphony indeed was one of the groups that was selected for Carnegie Hall, the first question, of course, is, well, how are we going to get there? And you guessed it, with lots of practice, but even more so, not only just with practice and lots of 630s and that, but it's a huge endeavor. Never before have we ever dreamed of what an amazing opportunity this would be for our students. I began getting input almost right away from parents, students, college directors, as well as from some OHS band parents in our band aids. The decision took about 3 weeks to decide, culminating with the official announcement at our marching band camp. When our band aids group announced that they were going to set a goal for $45,000 to pay for this trip. At the time, I thought, wow, that's a little high, but we'll go for that. And then I have to remember that this isn't any place. This is Oconomowoc, a place where it took us under 30 days to raise $94,000 about 10 years ago to get new marching uniforms. And the community backed up getting this beautiful facility as well. When you think about Oconomowoc, you think about the Arts Festival and the very first playing motion picture of The Wizard of Oz. And I would say that the incredible Arts Center and the uniforms and all that has gone beyond expectations. And if I want to quote Dorothy, The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. But I also want to embellish that a little bit, that there's no place quite like Oconomowoc. Maybe sometimes tried to be imitated, but never duplicated. This is the spirit of Oconomowoc. I would like to personally thank with great and deep gratitude the following groups and individuals that helped out for our road to Carnegie Hall, and 2 students want to come up and read the donor list. We don't want to leave anybody out, but again, thank you for all your donations and helping this ensemble get to Carnegie Hall.
We would like to thank many anonymous donors. First Bank,
Fox Brothers, Fox Lake, and T. Kamal,
Greater Milwaukee Foundation, Grosskopf Construction,
Harrow Chapman and Harrow, and the Imagine a Day Courtney Bella Foundation,
Ixonia Bank, Jason Curtis, and Oconomowoc High School,
Jewelry Mechanic and Kohl's,
Lake Country Conservatory of Music, Leonard and Judith Smith Donor Fund,
the Oconomowoc American Legion Band, and the Oconomowoc Area School District Board,
the Oconomowoc Area Foundation, and Oconomowoc Kiwanis,
Oconomowoc Realty, Oconomowoc Rotary,
Oconomowoc Women's Club, Oconomowoc Band-Aids,
Dr. Roger Rindo, Superintendent, and Rogers Memorial Hospital,
Uline and Van Horn Ford,
Westbury Bank, Katie Agnew,
Sheila Luster and David Audley,
Cindy Beinrich and Treva Davis,
Rhonda Deanne and Patricia Fabian,
the Harrow family, Jonas Foyt,
Jackie Gebhardt and Leaf Howell,
Tori Benz Hillstrom, Joyce Jones,
Eric Kaiser, Jean T. Kinzel,
Joan Kozadowski, Ann Kozut,
John and Christine Kyle, Cheryl Kunars, sorry,
Jennifer Lobbs, Laurel Lammers,
Ginny Lord, James Metzger,
Michael Middleton, and Paul and Vicki Milbrough,
Sarah Monson, Carol and Michael Moorhead,
Judith Mulder, Lyle and Ann Neeb,
Jan Nesbitt, James Nickel,
Marie Rawlins, James and Beth Ryan,
Todd and Leah Shield, William and Marlene Seymour,
Santa Aljeo Traugut, and Shirley Walker.
Aurora, the Roman goddess of the dawn, is a mythological figure frequently associated with beauty and light. Aurora would rise each morning and stream across the sky, heralding the coming of her brother Sol, the sun. Though she is herself among the lesser deities of Roman and Greek mythologies, her cultural influence has persevered, most notably in the naming of the vibrant flashes of light that occur in Arctic and Antarctic regions of the Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis. Though Mackey is known to use stylistic imitation, it is less common for him to utilize outright quotation. As such, the presence of two more or less direct quotations of other musical compositions is particularly noteworthy in Aurora Awakes. The first, which appears at the beginning of the second section, is an ostinato based on the familiar guitar introduction to U2's Where the Streets Have No Name, though the strains of the edged guitar has been metamorphosed into the insistent repetitions of keyboard percussion. The aesthetic is similar, a distant proclamation that grows steadily in fervor. The difference between U2's presentation and Mackey's, however, is that the guitar riff disappears for the majority of the song, while in Aurora Wakes, the motive persists for nearly the entirety of the remainder of the piece. The other quotation is a sly reference to Gustav Holst's first suite in E-flat for military band. The brilliant E-flat chord that closes the chaconne of that work is orchestrated identically as the first sonority of Aurora Wakes, producing an unmistakably vibrant timbre that won't be missed by aficionados of the repertoire. This same effect was somewhat ironically suggested by John Mackey for the ending of composer Jonathan Newman's My Original. That has always been one of my favorite chords because it's just so amazingly bright. In a piece that's about the awakening of the goddess of dawn, you need a darn bright ending, and there was no topping host. Well, except that Mackey added the Grutalians. And now, here's John Mackey's Aurora Weeks.
Everybody had been sleeping. Yeah.
Before we play our last song, I'd like to have Principal Jason Curtis here come up and say a few words.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to once again thank all our donors. We could have not done it without you. They deserve it. They've been working hard. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and everybody at the Oconomowoc High School staff, and especially Mike, that they get to represent us in New York because of all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. People wouldn't know about the incredible work that this group is doing if it wasn't for someone really special that I think we take for granted. So I don't usually like to call people out because we forget people, but Rebecca Seymour, could you stand up for a second? Of this incredible band, but also our incredible school. And people are reading the wonderful things that are happening, whether it's Field of Love February or whatever we're doing with food service next and sustainable things and the work of this. People wouldn't know the great things that are happening and honor the work of the teachers and these fantastic students if it wasn't for you, Rebecca. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I also just wanted to thank Mike. You're back there, Mike, from CBS 58, in a time when maybe stories about high school bands going to New York don't necessarily get a lot of attention. Mike's back there. If we could just thank him for doing this story. One of my favorite things about coming to your concerts is watching Mr. Croft recognize you, then we all clap, and then he stands here, and you don't get to see it, but we see it, the sense of pride in his face. And the way he stands and the honor he has conducting for you, see it, and I think you would agree. And I know you give up a lot of time, and you're here very early in the morning. You're probably the only person that could run down Raccoon Runway faster than me. But that sacrifice is so appreciated. So I know you get to spend a week in New York, and that's fun, and it's great to spend it with kids, but in here, dinner's on you when you get back with your family, and you certainly deserve some time with them. So, thank you, Mike. That are going to invade New York City. Congratulations. Last year before you went to Indianapolis, I told you that you guys not just set the standards, you are the standard for what we believe in the school. And I truly believe that. It's not just about what you do on stage. I see you in class. I see you walking around at lunch. I see you involved in DECA. I see you on here at theater. I see you doing your best in everything you do. And you've now not only are the standard, you've raised the standard. I don't know how you do it. I wish I could join you in New York, but maybe I'll just save up my money for the international trip. That sounds good. I didn't know quite how to recognize this event, but what we got for you is a plaque. It's not made yet, so right now it's a piece of paper, but it's coming. And you'll be able to insert your own photo, so I'll get you the dimensions, so if you get one in New York, you can use that. But just very simple, OHS Wind Symphony, setting a standard of excellence. The Carnegie Hall performance, April 9th, 2020, New York, New York. So congratulations, good luck.
musician for you, David Gillingham's with Heart and Voice, is based on our school alma mater, which is a lot of college and high school alma maters throughout the country. The hymn tune is based upon Come Christians Join to Sing, and which is actually used a lot. When our grandfather of the Economowoc High School band program, Rudy Timmel, was the director of high school, he wrote the current lyrics, which is in your program. And I was in the middle of, well, you're going to hear the hymn tune a lot throughout the piece, but we play that for you so you'll recognize it. So this is, with Heart and Voice, the hymn Chorale. And it goes through a series of rhythmic and tone variations. And towards the end you will hear that in all its glory. About the last 2 years, our school has embarked onto a fantastic philosophy of career and college readiness, which I think is awesome. Students can begin their path to begin career readiness or prepare themselves for college. Of course, in music, one might say, well, how do we fit in? How do those guys fit in? And the answer is simple. The high standards, the persistence, the community working together for a common goal, being exact, working for precision, doing the music over and over again, one more time until we get it right, the extra work, that all goes into career success and life success. And also what we say, to be early is to be on time, and being on time is late, and late is unacceptable. Being in band is finding also a place to belong. Now, I've always said that I received my master's degree in music education at The Ohio State University, and I received my second master's degree here in music education here at Economowoc Area District, School District, having watched Dave Royal and all the other great teachers when I first arrived in '91. Dave Royal, Emeritus Director of the Economowoc Middle School. I would always hear Dave Royal say, in math class, if you get 15% of your math test wrong, that comes out to an 85% or a grade of a B, a good grade, good B. Well, I put that to the test, and I figured out within the alma mater theme that you just heard, that mathematically and computed exactly the number of wrong notes that would be needed in order to demonstrate what the chorale theme would sound like if the kids actually played just 85% of the notes right or 50% of the notes wrong. And they would still earn a B average. Would you like to hear that? Okay. This is the alma mater at 85%. A B average. Isn't that amazing? 50% of the notes wrong, like that. And I did put the last note, I gave it an extra couple of notes in there. But being in band sure means exactness, persistence, pursuit of excellence, rigor. Let's do it again. Let's do it over. Let's do it right. Let's do it again. Finding out that rehearsals are actually to rehear and redo individually and as a group. And also, band means family, a place to belong. Preserved most notably in the excitement of seeing all these students every day. And the beauty I have teaching, and I see these kids every day at school for 4 years, and I see them mature. I see them get better as they're musicians and musically, and it really, truly is a fantastic ride. We would like to, again, thank you for your attendance tonight. And before we play David Gilligan's with Heart and Voice, we're just going to do a quick concert F and B flat one more time. Again, thank you so much for your attendance.